How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are
Boxing
and we are back with another banger.
banger.
So look, you guys, we got a special guest today, man. We got Joe the Beebs Habib. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Let Joe Beeb let everybody know where they can find you. I know you're heavy on Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter account. Uh
Twitter's right there, baby. It's right in the tag at JHabib1 right there. Come on. Joe
okay.
Habib on Instagram. My Instagram is really it's not really popping like my Twitter's pretty good. Ringside Reporter Live here on YouTube. Everybody knows me from that. Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern time with my main man Eric Lauder. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, so man, I'm telling you guys, we got a good show for you today, man. Joe Habib's he's firm on these beliefs, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking anything away from him. That's what he believes in. But he's staying firm on pretty much you guys winning, man. And he's staying firm on that. I'm staying firm on Errol Spence winning. And we're pretty much gonna show you why we think our guy is gonna win. We're gonna put the best bid in for our guy winning. And Beebs is gonna be joining the prediction league coming up soon, so I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait for that, man. That's gonna be so lit. Cause then I can finally see, because Beebs picks a lot of picks right. So you know what I'm saying? I just want to see, that pen
It's
to
the,
paper.
it's the luck of the draw. If you every week, if you pick every week, you're gonna get 40% of your picks wrong. It's just the way it goes, man. If you do it long enough and you just make picks every week, because if that wasn't the case, then guess what? Vegas would be out of business, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's true. That's
I
true.
mean, so you
That's
can't you
true.
can't really you can't get down on yourself when you get a prediction wrong. But here's the thing: when you get value on a pick, and when you see a guy who's an underdog, and you think he's got a real shot, then take it, man. Like that 4-1 Tyson Fury, I had to take it. You know that Lamont Peterson over Amir Khan 9-1. I took it. You know what I mean?
Uh,
You got to take him. Bradley over Pacquiao 4-1.
yeah.
Cotto over Martinez 4-1. You got to take these live dogs, man. You can't bet the chalk every week. You got to take these live dogs because you get a lot of return for your money. Ugas, on to me, I'm gonna be real honest with you. This is like a 50-50 fight because of the styles and because of the circumstances with Spence, right? Um,
Yeah.
I just think Ugas' style. Ugas is an adaptive, reactive fighter, meaning he's really good at anticipating what his opponent is going to do, and he pretty much counters it before they actually complete the movement or complete the attack pattern, right? Same thing with Pacquiao. Pacquiao, the ambush guy in and out. Ugas is really good at timing. So he knew, Pacquiao is going to leap in, meet him with the jab, right? Soon as he comes in, catch the jab. As soon as I catch that jab, soon as I feel that contact, right, of that right hand on my glove, soon as I feel that, boom, I'm stepping in with my right hand because I know Pacquiao is going to be right there for it. You know what I'm saying? And he's really good at just making those little steps. So you come forward to him, he steps around you, creates that punching angle, boom, overhand right. So he's the type of guy that gets a little bit out of a lot. This is going to be a type of fight where you can have a lot of quantity out of Spence, but I just think Ugas is going to have the quantity. I think the big punch to look out for in this fight is that overhand right of Ugas. It's a real sneaky punch. The way he shoots it, he comes over the top, but he doesn't really telegraph it. It's almost like he's throwing it from his back pocket and he just boom
Kind of like
comes
the
over.
Triple G punch.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
very similar to
you know what
that.
I'm
Very similar to
saying? He
that. So it's one
goes
of them.
like well over the top. It's like he wants to hit the top of your head or something. I don't know what he be
But
doing.
but but again, when if you watch the punch being thrown, the elbow's not being flared out. That's when you can see punches. When if someone's flaring their elbows and someone's opening up the right hand and then coming over the top with it, when you're looking at a guy straight on, right? If you're boxing, a lot of times you're looking at the shoulders, right? And if you see his arm flare out, you already know what's coming. But if he's just coming like over the, if he dips with his left shoulder, then he's coming up like that over the top. He's camouflaging that right hand. You know what I'm saying? Ugas is really good at camouflaging that right hand when it's coming out. You know, so I just think Spence is he's been throwing a lot of jabs lately. He's been trying to fight on the outside more so. He's not going in like he used to, like back when he in those Kell Brook days when he'd try to get inside, push guys back up against the ropes in the corner.
So this is not the same. This is not the same Spence that we got in the Kell Brook fight.
Nah, he's got a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? And he could get away with doing that against guys like Garcia and both Garcias, right? Because, they're not quick on their feet. They're really mid-range guys. They're not great outside fighters, and they don't really like to fight on the inside. So when you got a guy that's gonna, he's only effective in the mid-range, and their feet aren't that quick, then you're gonna be able to get off first with your jab. You're gonna be able to pot shot him from the outside. Ugas is pretty quick, man. He's got deceptive speed. He's got great timing. Like I said, the adaptive reactive ability of being able to read his opponent and beating his opponent to the spot before he gets there. And just the fact that I don't want to minimize Spence in any way, but he is a guy that kind of moves straight lines. He doesn't really fight off the back foot. He goes forward. He's not really coming in on angles a lot. There's not a lot of finesse to his game, but he does have quick hands. But he just doesn't have the quickest feet in the world, And even if you go back to that Kell Brook fight, before he was able to get inside on Kell Brook, Brook was having a lot of success from the outside against him because Brook's pretty quick, But Spence is just so strong. He's so strong and just such a great body puncher. And he is a fluid combination puncher once he gets his feet set. But I just feel like Ugas is going to keep stepping around him, turning him. He's going to keep making Spence have to reset his feet. You know what I mean? And I think Spence, like he's going to come in with the jab. I think Ugas is going to parry the jab, and he's going to have that once again. He's going to have that counter overhand right is going to be there for him. And this is a Spence. I just think that
I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, Beebs. I understand what you're saying, but I think you're all wrong. I think you're all wrong with this one. I really truly think that Spence, I just truly think that Spence can get the job done. He's very, 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 very good competitor. And I think he knows how to dig deep. I think he knows how to dig deep when he needs to. And I think he's very, very good, underrated fighter. I think Spence, a lot of people, give him praise, but I think it's the little things that he does. That Derek James works on, his game plan with him.
What are those little things?
A lot of people don't say in Errol Spence some of the little things.
What are those little things that you think he does? It's going to be. What are those little things do you think he does that's going to be effective in this fight?
So the little things that Spence does is I really think that he has a really good jab that stays on you the whole night. You know what I'm saying? And I really think that his left hand is very powerful. You know what I'm saying? I think once he starts systematically breaking you down the way he wants you, and see, I've noticed Spence tends to fight the fight that he wants to fight, not the fight that he want to fight. Sort of like Terrence Crawford. So I just feel like that's why both of these guys are really good. You know what I'm saying? Because he can fight, he can fight his fight. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to fight your fight. So I just think that, Errol Spence, with him being, with the car accident that tore retina in his eye, you have some serious injuries there. But at the end of the day, I just like Errol Spence, man. And, he's been training a lot with Derek James on, not getting hit, I think. I've seen on some of their training footages, and stuff like that. He's doing a lot of leg workouts. I don't know if they thought his legs was weak, but or if they think it's just gonna be a fight that they need to push to the later rounds. But they've been putting a lot of lunges, a lot of squats, a lot of workouts and legs, and I just think that he knows that there's gonna be a tough fight ahead of him. This might be Errol Spence's toughest test to date. So I mean, you got Joe Habib's over here, a legendary reporter, and he's picking you guys. He's picking you guys. I think a lot of people, they say that they're gonna pick, a certain guy, and then they don't go and pick that guy. Joe would be standing on what he picks, and he's picking Earl Spence. He's picking you guys. I personally think that, you guys, yes, he can get things done, but it's like, come on, man. Like, come on, Beeps. You got to understand, Earl Spence is a different type of caliber of fighter. And I just think he, but then, I gotta say too, I gotta give to you guys his credit. I think he fights at the top of his competition. I think he fights at a level of his competition. And I just really cannot wait to see what you guys can, the way that they break each other down. I think that this could possibly end in stoppage. What do you think, Beebs?
This is going to be like Marquez Pacquiao.
I think Spence can stop you guys. I'm being honest with you.
I mean, anything is possible. I don't think it's likely. If he didn't knock out Danny Garcia and he didn't knock out Maki Garcia, I don't think he's going to knock out Ugas, to be honest with you. Ugas is very strong too. He's a very tough, durable guy, and he knows how to hold his ground when he's in that center of the ring. It's hard to back him up. It's hard to force him back. He's really strong, sturdy guy. He's a thick, muscular guy. He's a decent sized welterweight. I think he's physically strong. And Sean Porter, who's a mauler type, wasn't able to do that against Ugas. He decided that, I'm going to try and fight this guy on the outside. And I thought Ugas won that fight. A lot of people believe Ugas won that fight. And if I'm being honest, I think Ugas beat Porter more convincingly than Errol Spence did, even though Errol Spence got the knockdown. I thought Errol Spence won the fight, but it was a tough fight for him, And like I said, this version of Errol Spence, who's trying to stay in the center of the ring and box from the outside more, he's been doing that the last couple fights. I don't know if that's going to work against an Ugas. And if he tries to come inside on Ugas, Ugas may just step around him, turn him, and he may catch him coming in, man, with the counter punches. Guy's really, really good, man. He's a really, really very tricky guy. And he fights in spurts. He knows how to slow the fight down. So sometimes he'll start the round fast, then he'll take a little bit of a lull in the middle of the round, and then he'll pick it back up in the end. Then sometimes he'll start the next round slow, then he'll pick it up in the middle. So you got to time when he's gonna, his attacks, man, because a lot of times this is a guy that can give you that false sense of security. Like he'll just be laying back, and the pace of the fight will be slow, and then you kind of think he's not doing much. And then you try to come forward on him, and he's boom, surprises you, right? Surprises you with the jab, or he step around you and come over the top with a right hand or something. He's really tricky, man, because at points in the fight he'll be the aggressor, right? And then at other points he'll kind of lay back, set a trap for you, right? So you got to figure out when he's going to be doing these things. When is he going to go on the attack? And when is he going to set the trap? So you got to get, when you got a guy like that is versatile like this, who's constantly giving you different looks, it's a guessing game, man. It's a guessing game. Spence really hasn't shown the ability to fight off the back foot, right? So I'm not saying he's going to get pushed back, but what if he's in the center of the ring with Ugas, and he's trying to push Ugas back, and Ugas holds his ground, or he just keeps turning him, or he just keeps sliding off to the side, stepping around him, and he refuses to stay in front of Spence, right? That's the thing. So if Spence can't get that jab
You don't
off
think
and
you don't
dictate
think
the
Spence?
pace, whoa, whoa, whoa,
You
whoa,
don't.
whoa, 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 whoa. If he can't get that jab off, right, and dictate the pace with that jab, right? If he's not able to hit Ugas with that jab, and you know if Ugas isn't able to deal with that jab, that could be a problem. But again, Ugas is really defensively responsible. He's really good at blocking shots, catching shots, and shooting his counters, man. So it's going to be a tough fight for Spence. I think you realize that too, man. I mean, you can't go by what you want. You got to go by what is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like Errol Spence too. Don't get me wrong, but again, you know, just the way he's been fighting lately, the lack of power punches that he's been throwing, he's been using the jab a lot more, which shows me that he's really trying to box more. And I think his best tactics were when he was the aggressor. I think he was at his best when he was grinding guys out of there. Now, if he's not going to be that killer anymore, and he's going to be try to be that boxer again, he doesn't have the quickest feet in the world. And if he's in there with a guy that can time him, and a guy who's a good counterpuncher, and a guy who's quick himself, then I don't know if that style is going to work against Ugas. I don't believe it will. Ugas is a top level guy, man. I mean, he proved that against Pacquiao.
I'm gonna be honest with you, B.
He proved that against Porter. And if Errol Spence is telling people,
Penny in the chat, shout out to D-Lo 404 in the chat.
And if Errol Spence is telling us that he was 70% in that Danny Garcia fight, and he was still feeling aches and pains from the accident, I mean, do you think he's all the way back? I'm going to question that. If he's been telling people, if he's been saying that he's been having a hard time making weight his whole career, and this is the first camp that he's actually had a nutritionist, you don't think that could be possibly too little, too late? You don't think that's a little, too late? You know?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Listen, man. Listen, I'm back. I got a better setup now. So listen, man. Errol Spence is knocking fucking Ugas' head off, Beebs. All right? He's coming in there. He already guaranteed that he's going to win, okay? And he's telling all of you guys around the world, Spence is different. He's going to show you this fight right here, okay? This Saturday is going down. Spence is going to show the world why he's different. You know what I'm saying? I think that Danny Garcia fight, that he was a shell of himself. I think he was just getting on hot. I really, truly think that, Errol Spence can get the job done impressively. You know what I'm saying? Against you guys. I've seen holes and I've seen you guys hurt in different fights. Okay? He's been hurt numerous times in different fights. He's gotten hurt with guys that's got multiple losses.
Who?
And got knocked on the canvas.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? So
who hurt him?
What?
Who hurt him?
Huh?
Porter didn't hurt him.
Yeah, Porter. No, I'm not saying Porter.
He's
gotten hurt by what way.
Pacquiao didn't hurt him.
Porter, though.
Pacquiao didn't hurt him.
Huh?
Pacquiao didn't hurt him.
Man, listen, man. You guys has been hurt,
By who?
So many times in fights, man. And it's like at this point,
by who?
At this point, huh?
By who?
Huh? He got hurt. He got hurt in more of his fights when he was at when he was at 140. But
at 147.
He definitely got hurt, huh?
When I was in kindergarten, I had girls beat me up, man. That ain't happening now. I mean, we got to talk about the present, man.
Yeah, Ray Robinson hurt him, man. You don't remember that fight? You don't remember when Ray Robinson hurt him? You don't remember when Ray Robinson dropped him? You don't remember that?
I mean, is that the end? Is that the end all be all?
A guy like Ray Robinson, you can get dropped by a guy like Errol Spence any day of the week. Any day of the week. That can happen to you, Beebs. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
And I just feel like skills pay the bills, and there's a reason why Errol Spence was a top amateur. There's a reason why he got robbed in the Olympics. Okay, I don't think all of this is just by,
He didn't get robbed. He didn't get
I
robbed in the
think,
Olympics. He
this is fate. This
He
is
didn't get
just,
robbed in the Olympics. He lost.
huh?
He didn't get robbed in the Olympics. He
You
lost.
don't think he got robbed?
No. That's a 3-round fight.
What?
That's a 3-round fight. They're fighting 12 rounds.
Beebs, he got robbed though.
He don't.
Everybody said
He
it,
don't
man.
think.
You
He
didn't
don't even.
watch it?
Even he don't think he got robbed. He knew. He
You
lost.
didn't watch you didn't watch the 2012 Olympics?
Did you?
Yeah, I seen his match.
You sure you watched it? You sure you watched the 2012 or you weren't watching it the 2002? Which one did you watch? Spence lost. Spence lost.
I watched the 2012 Olympics, man. I thought Errol Spence was good enough to medal at least. You know what I mean? And they said it was so corrupt.
Did you want him to win? Did you want him to win, or did you think he won? Did you objectively think he won, or did you want him to win?
I gotta be objective. I mean, like at that time, I wasn't a huge Spence fan. I was just like, he's from America. Obviously, I want the American to win. Beebs, don't you? You don't want an American to win?
I mean, I just pick him, brother. Whoever wins wins. I'm a money man, bro. I don't know
Shout
these
out
guys.
to everybody in the chat.
I don't know these guys. I mean, I don't hang out with them. I mean,
B&B Boxing News. He said he won. See, people in the chat are saying Errol Spence won. He won. Look, don't even like him. See, look, the Pigeons Emporium says he won. I don't even like him.
I mean, these amateur
these
fights.
are what these guys are telling you in the chat about Errol Spence. I mean, they're wrong too.
It's an amateur fight, bro. It could go either. I mean, these fights can go anyway. It's like it was same thing with Floyd when Floyd lost his fight. I mean,
Shakur Stevenson lost another fight in the Olympics too. I mean, the list goes on. It's corrupt.
Roy Jones. The shit happens, man.
A lot of people know.
Now, Roy Jones won his fight. That was clear. But some of these other fights,
he lost though, right?
He lost, but he won. I thought he won.
So you believe Roy Jones? So you believe Roy Jones lost? You believe Roy Jones won? Floyd Mayweather lost. I mean, excuse me, Errol Spence lost.
If I'm being fair, if I'm honest, if I'm being 100% honest,
be honest. This is Corley.
That's what I do. Errol's fight really could have gone either way, my opinion. If I'm being honest. So when someone loses a fight that could have gone either way, I can't really go crazy about it. Now, when Conceição fought Oscar Valdez, I had that fight 6-6 in rounds, but the referee took a fucking point away, so I had to score the fight for Valdez, 114 and 113. I scored it.
The Pigeons Emporium in the chat says I do videos on Spence. Hate, laugh out loud, but yeah, he won in 2012.
I mean,
that's what the Pigeons Emporium said, Beebs.
I mean, everybody has their own scorecard. I thought Tim Bradley beat Manny Pacquiao in the first fight. I had it 115 and 113. I'm standing on it. I mean, my scorecard don't gotta be the same as your scorecard.
Yeah.
I thought that Spence fight in the Olympics honestly could have gone either way.
So you thought Errol Spence lost in the Olympics? You thought that was fair?
Yeah, I thought it was fair because it could have gone either way.
You thought it was fair. You didn't think it was a big, huge robbery, which everybody thought it was.
No one thought that.
Huh?
No one thought that.
People were screaming robbery. Plenty of people were screaming
I don't remember it.
Yeah, you gotta open your eyes.
I didn't hear too many people complaining about it.
The Pigeons Emporium says, "What the fuck, Beebs?" Yo. Emporium in the chat says, "Beebs, Spence is gonna smoke you guys." Okay, see, I'm telling you, man, but I'm letting you know. He says I'm still screaming robbery. Look, B&B Boxing News, another channel says I'm still screaming robbery. Yes,
it was a close fight, bro.
People said it was
Team
a robbery.
Team USA protested Spence's loss, which led to the AIBA's competition jury reviewing the fight and finding that Ugas committed 9 holding fouls. Man. Let me finish reading it, man. Ugas committed 9 holding fouls in the 3rd round. After determining that 4 additional points should have been awarded to Spence, the final score became 15-13 in the U.S. boxer from Texas. I mean, even with those points that should have been taken away, he still would have only won by 2 points. I mean, it was close, bro. It was close. I can't get mad when someone loses a close fight, bro.
But I'm just saying, you guys, I believe he wasn't that good in the Olympics, and I just feel like, Spence has the, he has the know-how, and he has that amateur experience and that amateur pedigree to help him in this fight to dig deep. I think that's gonna do nothing but help him. It's not gonna hinder him. It's not gonna hinder Errol Spence.
This is Errol Spence. So that fight was overturned, right? The one I just gave you. This is a quote from Errol Spence. I'm glad a better guy beat me this time because I didn't like the way I went out last time, Spence said. I didn't think about the pressure on the team. I just tried to fight my fight and it didn't work out. He was the better man. So Spence thought he lost the fight. So, I mean, what the fuck y'all talking about?
That. I'm talking about the rivalry. Maybe they overturned.
No. Spence, that was a different fight before
but that
the medal.
Was the fight. I think that might have been the fight before
Spence did not
before his leading match. Before
he just said I lost the fight.
Okay.
That's it.
Hey, that's it, man.
Case closed.
D-Lo 404 Boxing says it wasn't a robbery. He says that's that fight that got overturned. I'm pretty sure
Zamkovi eliminated Spence. The other fight that Spence lost got overturned.
Okay, that's the one I was talking about, B.
He didn't get robbed. Zamkovi eliminated him, and Spence said I lost. So he didn't get robbed.
I'm talking about the fight before that, though.
No matter. You were wrong. Just say you made a mistake.
Yo,
you made a mistake.
I thought it was the fight before.
I said Murata was a bronze medalist. I was wrong, and I corrected myself. I made a mistake.
Who was the bronze medalist?
Murata was a 2012 Olympic gold medalist. I said he was a bronze medalist. I made a mistake. I was wrong. You made a mistake because you said Spence got robbed. No, he didn't. The last fight he lost in the Olympics, he lost. That's it.
But B&B Boxing News says most of them say that too, not look like he lost. He is not wrong. He is not wrong.
He lost to Zamkovi. He lost that fight. Everybody knows that. He said he lost it.
All right, so look. The hell was going on in the amateurs? I'm talking about the professionals.
But you made a mistake, though, right? When you said that?
I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I made a mistake, Beebs. Are you good now?
We just gotta be honest. I don't want these fans to think we're CNN and we're putting fake news out there.
Beebs be coming out of nowhere, bro. He be pulling up the slips, yo. He ain't playing, dog.
But you know what? Listen, Spence is the clear favorite here, man. I get it. I get it. People, I'm not hating on people picking Spence. I like Spence a lot. I mean, Spence is a cool dude. When I watch those Fight Camp 360s, I see him playing with his kids.
But what do you see
like
in Spence to make you pick against him? You must think high.
I haven't made that clear. I haven't made that clear. I haven't made that clear.
Yeah, but
I really haven't made that clear.
Yeah, but you haven't seen it. But listen, Beebs.
I haven't made that clear.
But listen, Beebs, do you think
I didn't break it? I just didn't break it down.
Yeah, but for the fans that are just coming in here,
I didn't break it down.
The fans are just coming in here. There's some new fans in here, man. Come on now, we're getting popping.
So you want me to keep repeating my breakdown over and over again?
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is, when it comes to Ugas and Spence, you're picking Ugas to win. And what I'm saying is, do you think Ugas' defense is going to play a big factor in this fight?
Ugas again is so tight defensively. He's hard to hit clean because once again, when you come forward on Ugas, when he parries your shot, he's already getting ready to throw his. So when Pacquiao is coming in, go back and watch that fight. Pacquiao's fast. Even still at 40 years old, Pacquiao still has faster feet than Ugas. But Ugas just was timing Pacquiao because Pacquiao is a pattern type fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him. It's like saying Nolan Ryan, all he is a fastball pitcher. But you still got to get it. You still got to hit the fastball, right? Pacquiao is a pattern fighter. He's kind of repetitious, in and out. You know what I'm saying? He likes to do that dip He does that little dip and then he throws a left hand. You know what I'm saying? He has habits. Ugas is really good at picking up on a fighter's habits. So Spence is going to step in hard with the jab. And Spence is good with his jab because he changes levels with it. He goes up and down with it. But Ugas is really good at timing those things. Like I said, he's adaptive, reactive. I can see Spence stepping in hard with the jab, right? I can see Ugas catching the jab, bap. As soon as he catches it, bap. And then he's either stepping with the right hand, turn Spence. Then Spence got to come and reset again. Spence going to come forward again, right? Ugas, touch, touch, touch. Boom, right hand to the body. Step off to the to his right. Turn him, left hook. I could just see him constantly. He doesn't stand still, man.
The Pigeons Emporium in the chat says you guys was a G in Cuba's. Yes. The pigeon, he says you guys gets real. Struggling versus a 43-year-old dude. I'm 47. Manny was 43. You guys gets no credit from me or anyone with a brain.
I mean, again, that's you could score the fight however you want, bro. I mean, if you want to say that fight was competitive, do you think that fight was competitive with Manny Pacquiao? Corey, you gonna be honest with me? Was that a competitive fight?
I think the you guys versus Manny Pacquiao fight. I think it was competitive for some.
No, honestly, you think it was competitive?
I'm being honest. For some of the fight, I thought it was competitive.
How did you score it? How did you score the fight?
When I knew the fight changed.
How did you score the fight?
Manny Pacquiao's wife was clapping for Manny Pacquiao in the first few rounds, and then she started covering her face towards the end of the fight. So that's when I was like, yeah, man, Pacquiao's really definitely starting to pick, you guys is definitely starting to pick Pacquiao apart. And that's when I started swaying my, I'm like, wow, this fight is really changing, and it's changing pretty fast.
Pacquiao won 4 rounds tops. I gave him 3.
Did you give him some rounds in the beginning?
I gave him the first round.
Okay.
And then, I thought like from rounds like 6 through 12, maybe I give him, I don't know, maybe 11 or something like that.
Shout out to Rage in the chat. Shout out to UGC Flame in the chat. Salute. Smash that like button, you guys. Let's get these likes up. We got Joe Habib's in the building. Chauncey Pearls in the chat says, Spence is going to beat you guys. If he does, we cannot deny Spence's greatness at 147. As he has done all the heavy lifting, gaining those belts, and coming off the car accident and eye injury. If Spence wins, he has defied all odds.
We never take anything away from a guy who wins a fight. We never do that. You know what I'm saying?
We just take it away from him before he wins.
We can't be afraid to give our opinions, Corey.
We got to, man. We got to. But my personal opinion about this you guys versus Spence, and the way I think Spence, is gonna win this fight. I think he's gonna win this fight on sheer. I know he's gonna have to dig deep. I know he's gonna have to dig deep in this fight, and I know that Errol Spence is gonna have to show a lot of fans that he has another level. I don't think he had to show that in the Danny Garcia fight because he pretty much was good off of popping him from the outside. He didn't have to do a whole lot with Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a lot more flat-footed fighter than you guys. You guys likes to move around. You guys likes to, pick his shots. And you say you guys to yourself. You say you guys is very accurate. You know what I mean? So I just really think that Spence is going to have to bite down in this fight. I think him and Derek James are going to come up with the right game plan and execute the fuck out of it. I think you guys is definitely going to get iced in this fight in the later rounds. I think he's going to get knocked out. And, I just think you guys has done well. Yes, he overachieved. But this is where the fucking boat stops. Right here. You know what I'm saying? Right dead center at Errol Spence's doorstep. This is not going any farther than this. I understand you guys has had a great reign, and he's done good things in boxing coming back from 3 losses. But let's call a spade a spade. Okay? Errol Spence has a lot more power than you guys. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I know he probably hasn't showed it in recent opponents, but you got to understand, he's been fighting world champion after world champion after world champion. You see what I'm saying? How the fuck can you keep getting all of these knockouts, fighting all of these world champions back to back? The guy had a warm-up fight with Danny Garcia. The guy had a warm-up fight with Danny Garcia. That's not a tune-up fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a dangerous fight. That's a dangerous fight. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, that's a dangerous fight. And I really truly think that if you guys can sit down on his punches and not fight the way he fought in that Danny Garcia fight, he can smoke the shit out of you guys. He can get him out of there. He can get him out of there. Because it's going to get hot in that fucking kitchen, Beefs. Just like in that Fundora versus Lubin fight. It got hot in that kitchen. Okay? And I think Lubin would have went through that fire, but his trainer didn't allow him to. Okay? How good does Salas, the trainer of you guys, love him? You know what I'm saying? Will he stop this fight if it gets ugly? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, because once Errol Spence can put his punches and his combinations together, that's when the onslaught can start to happen. You know what I'm saying? He's a good range finder. So is you guys, though. I'm not taking anything away from you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys is a bit older too. You know what I'm saying? And he's been in some tough fights. He's been in some tough fights. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying to you.
Dwyer's picking Ugas right now. That's it, man.
Who?
Dwyer. He's picking Ugas.
UGC Flame says Earl ain't icing dudes no more, Corey. Well, not lately. Yeah. And Rage says you guys can bang.
You want to make some money, Corey? I'm gonna give you a great.
Hold on, Pigeons Emporium says Spence don't want Bud smoke until Bud's 45 years old, but yeah, Spence beats you guys. Chauncey Pearl says would say yes. Chauncey in the chat says, would y'all agree if Spence wins, would he be the favorite against Crawford?
Hell no.
Huh?
Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. Whether Spence wins this fight or not, you know, I've always thought Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, could possibly edge that Spence fight. But we'll see. You know, we'll see. I really truly want to see how Spence looks in this fight. I'm gonna be watching this fight with a real close eye, especially when Joe Habib's picking you guys. I can't wait to speed dial this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When the fight's over, I'm speed dialing him. I want him to eat his crow immediately.
What about Fundora, man? What a pick that was, huh? A lot of you guys are sleeping on Ugas, man. And there's still a lot of question marks about Spence, man. Definitely a lot of question marks with Spence. We don't even know how well that eye is going to react. I really don't. We don't know if the reflexes are going to be the same because, again, you know, coordination, you got hand-eye coordination. You got a brand new.
All right, I'm back. My bad. My phone was ringing. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, Joe Habibs, I understand you got your Coke, you got your, you know what I'm saying? You got your Diet Coke. I understand, you know, you're on a diet. I mean, I understand it. You know, you're eating healthy. You know, Joe Habibs is eating right. He's fucking doing all the right things. His brain is telling him, you guys, your brain is fucking dead wrong. Your brain is dead wrong. Stop drinking the Coke, drink water, and I think your picks will get a little bit better, man. You're getting out of control, you know what I'm saying, with the diet shit. Just, you know what I mean? You guys he's okay. He's okay in spurts. But I really don't think that I don't think he's going to get it done, man. I think he's going to get knocked out. I think you guys is definitely going to get knocked out. I'm letting you know, man. I think that Coke's getting in your head, man. I think that Diet Are you the sponsor of Diet Coke? Yo, are you the sponsor of Diet Coke? You got that bottle in the screen, like, what's up, yo?
These are free, man. I mean, because I'm a sponsor. They're my sponsor.
Yo, so listen, moving forward, I really truly feel like, Spence, he's done a lot, leading up into this fight. He showed a lot of people, why he got to this level, and this level, he didn't get to this level by fate. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get to this level by fate. He's beat, you know, the likes of, you know, Kell Brook, Sean Porter before Danny Garcia fought Sean. But hold on. He beat Sean Porter a while ago. I know that. And you know, Spence hasn't had a, you know, I mean the Danny Garcia fight was pretty big, but I'm just saying, do you think that this fight's bigger than the Danny Garcia fight? Be honest.
I don't think it's bigger. Well, you know why it's
You know what
bigger?
I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
It's because it's 3 belts involved and stuff. But I mean,
but I'm saying, like, with sales and stuff.
Danny Garcia is a name. Spence does well, man. I mean,
yeah, he does, especially at the Cowboys arena. Especially at the Cowboys arena. A lot of them Texas fans are gonna show out. I think they're gonna sell it. How many tickets you think they're gonna sell?
I think at least 50,000 people will be there.
50,000 people are gonna watch Errol Spence versus Ugas.
I don't know how many seats are going to be available, but Spence is a draw over there, man. It really is. Imagine if
Ray says you're sponsored by corruption. Laugh out loud. How can we trust your pick? I mean, yo, Pigeon says my kids drink Coke normal. I'm old, so I don't drink Coke Zero. The Penny in the chat says Spence versus you guys will do about 350,000 pay-per-view buys.
I already bought my pay-per-view.
So you're already locked in. You're already pre-subscribed. You're locked in.
I'm a supporter of boxing. I already bought it, man.
You know, and I salute Beebs. You know what? I salute Beebs because he does buy a lot of the paper.
You seen the bankroll? You seen the bankroll? I have to buy.
You know what? That was a wild bankroll, but
you seen the bankroll? I had to show it to you, man, because you kept dissing me, man. I had to show you.
Beebs had the bankroll on smash.
I had to show you the bankroll, man.
I
had to do a Floyd Mayweather, and I'm ashamed I had to do it.
You had some commas in that bad boy, didn't you? Damn, man. I mean, that was wild, man. I didn't know you was going. I mean, that was wild, man. Little Penny in the chat says Dallas Cowboy members get a discount to any events in the stadium. Wow. Yeah. So that you know what? That's a good point that Penny made, because I think a lot of the Dallas Cowboy fans and stuff like that, I think they'll go too. I think they'll go support, you know, Errol Spence, the hometown kid. And he's a good story, man. It's a good story for boxing, man. He's came back from this crazy car accident, which I don't think a lot of people are putting a lot of emphasis on this car accident, because I think it was a lot worse than what it was. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they pretty much said that he recovered and that he's good. He fought Danny Garcia, but like you said, Joe Habib, that's another reason why you're picking you guys. You feel like he hasn't recovered. You feel like he hasn't. You know, he isn't the same fighter as he was in Kell Brook.
Even if he was the same fighter, this would still be a tough fight. But now that I don't even think he is, I just think it's going to be even tougher because of that.
So how do you guys winning by?
I think it's going to be a decision victory, to be honest with you.
Okay, smash that like button, y'all. As soon as you guys come in, Jimbo, Penny, all you guys smash that like button.
I'm going to see if they got the judges yet, man.
Uh-oh. Well,
there's the one good thing about Texas. A lot of times they bring in, like, for fights like this, they bring in like neutral judges.
Okay.
Because I'll show you why. I'll show you why. People are talking about the scoring already, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll show you why that's not going to be a concern. Because the last fight, he fought Danny Garcia in AT&T Stadium, right?
Uh-huh.
And you had Tim Cheatham, Barry Linderman, and Steve Weisfeld. None of them dudes is from Texas. Tim Cheatham, he's a Nevada judge.
Okay.
Now, Steve Weisfeld, I know, is a New Jersey judge. Barry Linderman, he's a North Carolina judge. So they usually have neutral judges. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there's going to be any foul play. You know, this could be one of them fights, though. Like, remember you had Erislandy Lara versus Canelo, and you had Canelo, who was like aggressive, but a lot of people thought Erislandy Lara. See how like Erislandy Lara?
But Errol Spence wasn't fighting aggressive in his last fight. I feel like he changed his style up a lot when he fought Danny Garcia. He was fighting from the outside a lot. He wasn't on that seek and destroy shit like he was on that Kell Brooks.
That's what I've been telling you. And if he's fighting on the outside against Ugas, Ugas is a good counterpuncher, right? He's going to be able to land the right hand from the outside if he does that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Can't win the boxing. Salute. UGC Rage. Salute. Penny in the chat says the judges are Jerry Jones, Michael Irvin, and Dirk Nowitzki. # Dallas. Yeah, but I mean, as far as the judges go,
drop a link. Drop a link. Drop a link. Let little Penny come in.
You want Penny? Come on, Penny. You want to come in? Matter of fact, this is going to be an open show, man. We're going to let anybody that wants to come in and speak their mind about this fight, we're going to let them come in, man. All right? We're going to let you guys come on in today. Let me post this. If you guys have an opinion on this boxing, if you guys have an opinion, come on in the chat, man. I mean, come on in. If you guys have an opinion, we guys want to hear your opinion on this fight coming up. This is a 50. Beeves feels like it's a 50-50 fight. I feel like it's more of a 60-40 fight. But, you know,
so if you think it's a 60-40 fight, then why the hell are you so goddamn confident?
Huh?
If you think it's a 60-40 fight, then why the hell are you so goddamn confident?
I mean, you got to understand, man. I know what Spence can do. And I don't think my eyes have playing tricks on me. I don't need any prescriptions. I don't need any, eye surgery.
Did you pick Wilder to beat Fury?
I believe I did. I did.
I didn't.
Huh?
I didn't.
Did you pick Murat to beat Triple G? Stop playing with me, B. Stop playing with me.
Did you pick Lubin?
Stop playing with me.
Did you pick Lubin?
Stop playing with me. I told you about that last time. Yes, I picked you guys to beat Joshua. Yes, I picked that. Thank you.
Did you pick Lubin?
I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Did you pick Lubin?
We got somebody in the chat, man. Here go Penny, man. He's out on the walk. Oh.
Look at him. He's got a suit on, man. He's got his suit on. You can't fuck with him. Why are you wearing your suit, man? What are you, a banker?
Now I'm going to work.
What do you going to work? No doubt, man. He work overnight. I work overnight.
What do you do for work?
Financial planning.
Okay.
You know what time it is over there, Corey? What time is it over there right now?
10.
10 in the morning?
Yeah.
Where you at, Penny?
He lives in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, yo.
He's Filipino, man.
It's 6:05, bro.
Look at him.
I thought you worked overnight, Penny.
6:05 in the evening?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Corey, where do you live?
I'm out there near D.C.
Oh, okay, so you need Beebs. Because Beebs, you're in Boston, right?
Yeah, he's on East Coast time like me, man.
We're probably about 10 hours away, but yeah, we're close. I drive to Dorchester plenty of times from right where I'm at now. I know that drive. That drive ain't right up the motherfucking street.
They don't know him. They don't know him in Dorchester, man.
That's a 12-hour drive, buddy. With traffic. DC, New York, Philly. You got to go through all that shit.
Hey, Beebs, I've been to DC, right? Beebs, DC looks like Berlin, man, with all the buildings where they got big stones. You know what I mean?
That's nice, man. DC's nice.
Yeah,
it gets a bum rap, but it's nice. I like DC.
Yeah, it is.
They know the Beebs down there, DMV.
So Penny, man. So Penny, who do you got in this fight, man, and why, man?
I got Ugas, bro. I think Spence.
So
is
you're
too many
going
unknowns.
with Beeb Spence. Just because Beeb got the Lubin fight right does not mean he's gonna get every fucking fight right, Penny. All right, he's okay. He's okay as a predictor. He's not even in the prediction league. I'm one of the top KO stats.
They won't let me in, man. I'm too good.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
They won't let me in the prediction league,
He
man.
wasn't the guy that was picking Usyk versus Joshua. He wasn't that guy. He was the guy picking Joshua.
I picked Joshua. That was a good pick.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
that
just
was a real good pick,
man. You guys gotta understand. Beebs gets him wrong too, and I think this is another fucking pick that fucking Beebs is gonna get wrong.
Let him explain.
Penny, I'm gonna let you do your back.
Let him explain why he's picking Ugas or what, man?
Go ahead, Penny. My bad.
Gotta go to work for Christ's sakes.
I think there's too many unknowns for Spence, guys. Like his eye, his accident as well. I don't know, and I just think that Ugas, he's got too much. I think he's got the length. to trouble Spence, and he just came off a big win against Pacquiao. I don't know, man. I think his momentum is better than Errol Spence. Yeah, I'm going with Ugas, man, but not by much. Hopefully, he doesn't get robbed in Texas. But yeah, I'm going with Ugas at the moment. But if Spence beats Ugas, then that makes me feel that Spence is like his accident is probably in the rear view mirror.
Oh, okay. It says one of the guys, Chauncey in the chat says, Penny, tell these dudes, please, Spence is gonna whoop you guys. He done. So yeah,
What'd you think of Fondora? What'd you think of Fondora, Penny? What'd you think of Fondora?
Right now on the show that's picking Spence, but I just think that Spence is gonna be too much, man. I really do. I think Spence can barely make the 147-pound weight division. I think
that's another one.
That's another thing that'll play into this fight that a lot of you guys haven't been talking about. I think weight's gonna play into this fight.
I already said that.
Huh?
What did I tell you? Spence said, I've had trouble making weight my whole career. And then he also said, this is the first camp I had a nutritionist. Why are you waiting for this fight to get a nutritionist? What happened to the rest of your fights?
Hey, but listen, let me tell y'all this though, man. Maybe the things that Ugas is doing, maybe the things that Spence is doing with hiring a nutritionist and fighting. Mind you guys, Spence has trained in in the city. He's been he's trained in different locations, and I think now him living in the country and him living countryside where he doesn't have all those distractions. You know what I'm saying? But I did see in his house, Beebs, he does have a live bar. He does have a live bar in his house.
It's not good.
I did see that on the all access. I did see that.
I heard you got a bar in your house too, man. I heard you got a bar in your house too, man. That's why you get lit all the time.
I got some syrup, man. You want some syrup? I gotta have my pancakes in the morning, baby.
What about the sugar-free, man? What's going on here?
Nah, man. We got some coffee too.
Beebs, what's with the Diet Coke, bro? You don't like normal Coke?
Yeah, like Beebs, what's up with the Diet Coke, man?
I don't like drinking my calories, man. I don't like drinking my calories. I like eating my calories.
Trendsetter Boxing, let's go. What's up, Trendsetter Boxing? What's going on? What's up, Jalik? What's going on?
Shout out to Corey Lee. Shout out to Penny. Shout out to Habib, the OG, bro.
What's up?
Shout out to the OG. I used to always appreciate Habib way back in like 2013 on Boxing Boys because he always had his own style and nobody can make him change his square. So I shout out to you, bro. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, bro. You too.
So Jalik, Trendsetter Boxing, what's going on, man? How's everything going today, man?
Everything is great, man. This fight week for us diehards, we got from April 9th all the way to like June 18th. That's rare in boxing, you know what I mean?
That's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
And I gotta give props because most of the undercards be trash. This undercard this week is probably the best undercard on paper that I've seen. All 6 fights is pretty good, you know what I mean? Because I'm looking forward to seeing Rayo. I'm looking forward to seeing Stanionis and Butayev, Brandon Lee, and Ochoa. So trained by
Brandon Lee fight's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jimmy in the chat. Shout out to Jimmy, man. He just came through, man. What's going on, Jimmy?
Yes, bro. How's everyone doing?
What's up, Jimmy?
How you doing, Jimmy? So yeah, Trendsetter, we want to get your breakdown, then we're gonna go to Jimmy, man.
I got Earl winning 4-7-5. Homeboy is good against southpaws, but unless Earl gets tired, Earl will control him with the jab and go to his body. But it is gonna take some wear and tear on both of the fighters because he is coming off the 16-month layoff. But the homeboy doesn't have you gotta have, in order to beat people in their hometown, you gotta have a Michael Jordan mentality, and he doesn't have it. All he got is one gear. He probably throws jabs, and he does go to the body a little bit. So he's the type of fighter he might get a little bit more than Laura, but he doesn't get out of his comfort zone. Your favorite fighter, Usyk, right? he gets out of his comfort zone. He goes on a road. And he has different levels that he go through to get the victory. He fight the same pace, the same time, and that's just not going to be enough. So even his only chance to win in Ugas is to get win or cut, because it is a business as well. The biggest fight in boxing for PBC is what? Errol Spence versus Crawford. So he don't got the mentality to get the victory. So I got Earl 8-4. It's gonna be a tough fight though, but he gonna lose though.
Wow, man. So you got it. So what do you got to score? How do you got to score?
8-4 or 7-5. It'll be a tough fight, but Errol Spence will be able to separate himself, and especially if the Errol Spence they fight on front. But Ugas, I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, but his levels.
Okay, man. What's going on? Hannibal Lecter. And we got Hannibal Lecter, you guys. He's live in the building. What's going on?
Yeah,
What's
man.
going on? You want to give your breakdown real quick?
Yeah, man. Listen, I can't back a guy who sort of struggled against Abel Ramos. That guy is shit, bro. I'm not going to back Ugas in this fight. I don't think he has a chance. I got him out of there in the 7th round. That's it. I think he's God. Bro. 2005, 2003 Pan American Games. He's won a few championships. He can fight, but he's not exactly. His resume is not all that. So I'm not hyped on him. I never have been, to be honest. A few of his results as well. We got the Figueroa fight, which I watched, which was a bit rubbish. He lost to Sean Porter in a unanimous decision, which I thought he actually got beat unanimously in that fight, which a lot of people saying he didn't. So yeah, man, I'm not hyped on him whatsoever, bro. Not hyped on him at all.
Hey Hannibal, I thought he won that fight against Porter.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, but I didn't think he did. I sort of had that fight as a loss. So yeah.
Look how beautiful London is right now. Look at London.
No, I'm in Birmingham, bro.
Where are you at? You in UK?
Very similar.
Yeah. I've been on here loads of times. I'm in Birmingham. It's a pigeon, ain't it? Just in Birmingham.
What a beautiful city. Look how beautiful UK is at nighttime.
That shit does not look beautiful, man. That shit does
Stop being a hater, man.
That shit does not look. It looks like it just rained out there, man.
Yeah, it's raining.
It always rains in the UK, man. Come on.
Yo, you gotta come out here to the US, man.
No, I've never been there. I've been around that area. I've been to the Caribbean once, but I've never been to America, no.
So yeah, Jimmy. We got Jimmy on too. I want to know Jimmy's breakdown real quick. You want to let everybody know, Jimmy? Your breakdown and who you think's gonna win this fight, man?
To be honest, mate, for me, it's almost a 50-50. I think skill-wise, both guys are about the same. You know, I think Ugas has showed good form recently. I felt like he beat Sean Porter. He had a good showing against, albeit an older Pacquiao, but still, he beat Jamal James. I mean, he's in decent form. I feel like he's more active recently as well, so he's sharper. And as far as skills, I think because of his Olympic background, I think he's a good Cuban fighter, you know. I think he's a very live underdog. Spence hasn't impressed me in a while, to be honest. Against Danny, he was okay, but I mean, Keith Thurman outboxed Danny Garcia like 5 years ago, and no one really cared when he did it. So I don't, how much credit, I don't know. Yes, 50-50, bro. I feel like Ugas is a guy that's heading into this fight 100% healthy. He's been more active. I think he's just as big and strong physically as Spence. But Spence is a lot younger as well. So I think he's got a better engine, probably. So for me, it's like 50-50, man. It's a really good fight. I can see how Ugas wins, and I can see how Spence wins. So I look forward to it. I know, Beeb, by the way, bro. Beeb, can you do me a favor, bro? Please don't ever compare Birmingham to London, because I'm from London and I
apologize.
Oh, I apologize, man. My bad.
I sincerely apologize.
Yeah, London's worse, bro. London's worse. Oh, is he?
Just two different levels.
Damn.
I'm a Manchester guy myself.
Okay, I mean that's pretty cool. Up north, that's a cool city.
I got a flat in Manchester, man.
So Jimmy, you got Spence winning.
For me, it's almost like a 50-50. I'm actually tempted to go with Ugas, but for me, it's like
He's caught
50-50.
in between. Jalik, he's caught in
If I
between
can
right now, man. He's all in between. He's all in the mix.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
doesn't know what he's
Beebs.
thinking,
He's
bro.
heard Beebs breakdown. He's heard Corley's breakdown. He's heard Jalik's breakdown. So he's just all caught up right now. He doesn't really know. He's in the middle right now.
Echo. You might got the echo pigeon. I think.
Yo, sorry, bro.
I think so.
Y'all good?
Yeah, it went away now. Yeah, it went away now.
So yeah, Beebs, what's going on with the punch, man?
That's
Who
the
picking?
fist of power, man. That's the fist of power right there.
Y'all picking
Solidarity,
Ugas?
man.
I didn't hear y'all pick. Who y'all picking? Beat you picking Ugas?
I'm picking Spence.
Ugas, man.
Beebs is picking
Ugas?
you guys.
How's you break it down? I ain't get to hear your breakdown. How you got it?
Who, mine or Beebs?
No, Beebs. How you
Go
got
ahead,
Ugas?
Beebs. Go ahead, Beebs.
Oh my God, this is like the fifth time I gotta break it down. But
You can summarize it. Like you gotta utilize.
so this is the thing.
Ugas,
I said, is a guy who gets a lot out of a little, right? He's a great counterpuncher, and he constantly moves and makes his opponent have to reset. Never stands straight in front of you. Spence is not that Spence, that seek and destroy guy like he used to be. That type of fighter that he was against Kell Brook. He's starting to throw a lot more jabs now and try to fight in the center of the ring. And he was able to have success with that against guys like Danny Garcia and Mike Garcia, because those guys don't have quick feet and they're mostly mid-range fighters. They're not outside fighters. So he was able to pot shot against those guys. Ugas is an adaptive, reactive fighter. He's really good at timing. He's really good at reading his opponent's defense. So if you watch the Pacquiao fight, Pacquiao kept stepping in with the right jab. And every time Pacquiao stepped in with the right jab, Ugas would catch it, and as he caught it, he would just step right in with his right hand. I think the big punch to watch out for is that overhand right from Ugas. I think he's gonna be able to land a lot of counter right hands against Spence when Spence steps in with the jab. And Ugas is really good at fighting southpaws, so Spence is gonna step in hard with the jab because he knows Ugas is gonna be the counter puncher. He knows Ugas is gonna try to make him force the fight, right? So when Spence steps in hard with that jab, even though Spence is good at changing levels, again, Ugas is really good with the timing. He's really good at anticipating what his opponent's going to do. And I think he's just going to be catching the jab, and catch a jab, go step in with the right hand. And I think he's going to outbox him. I think he's going to touch him, and he's just got to keep turning him, keep stepping around him. It's not going to stand right in front of Spence. And Spence is a guy who moves in straight lines. Really hasn't shown us the ability to fight going backward. But he's not a guy that comes in on angles.
Show you in the Brook fight.
Whoa. He's not a guy that comes in on angles, man. He goes straight back and forth, right? So I mean, I think as good as Spence is at what he does, I just think Ugas is a little bit more trickier, a little more craftier. I think he's a better counterpuncher, and I think his shots are going to be the more cleaner telling blows. They're going to be the more eye-catching shots. It's going to kind of be like similar. I'm not going to say the same. It's going to be similar to like Pacquiao versus Marquez, right? That's how I see this fight playing out. And at the end of this fight, people are going to be saying, well, I don't know, man. Spence threw a lot more punches, but Ugas kind of landed the cleanest stuff. You're going to have that quantity versus quality type debate at the end of this fight, right? Sort of like we had with Canelo versus Lara. Remember how people were like back and forth with that one too? This is going to be could be a controversial decision at the end. I just think Ugas is going to pull it out, man.
What, 7-5? How many rounds?
8-4 on 2 and 7-5 on 1.
Wow.
Or maybe 7-5 1. Or maybe 7-5. What's that echo, man?
That's pigeon.
Mute yourself, please. Okay, so I think maybe this could even be a split. Spence may get one card 7-5. Ugas may get one card 7-5, and the other card like 8-4.
It could be a draw too, though.
So that's on your
split draw. Like that, though, B. It could possibly be a draw, though.
You know
the way you scored it. Shout out to you.
And plus, I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish your statement.
Shout out to UGC in the chat, man. How you doing today, my brother?
What's up, Corey? How you feeling, bro?
What's going on, man?
What's up, Will?
Good, man. What's up, everybody on the panel? Jalik, Beeb, and the other
What
two
up?
cats. I don't know
What's up?
y'all, man. But what's
What's up,
good though?
brother?
Oh,
Yo, how
just
you
chilling,
feeling,
man.
man? What's up, man? You just heard Beeb's breakdown, man. You know, you heard Jalik's breakdown, man. I'm telling you, man, this is
I
heating
miss
up, man. These
Jalik's.
guys are gonna get after it Saturday night, man. I truly think it's gonna end in the ice season. I think somebody's gonna get knocked out.
You don't think it's gonna end in a knockout? Cut
Yes,
it
I
out.
do.
No, you
Yes, the
don't.
fuck I
No,
do.
you don't. No, you don't. You want it.
UGC,
You want it to end in a knockout. You don't think it's gonna.
UGC. And let's go ahead and hear your breakdown. Beams, tighten up. Yo.
Tighten up, B. Tighten up.
Sound like my
No,
drill
I
sergeant.
didn't hear Jalik's. But I mean, my thoughts on it, man. It could go
Jalik,
either way.
you guys, right?
No.
Oh, you got Spence, my bad. He said hell no, but I was an emphatic hell no.
People want to pick Ugas, but they're afraid to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you ain't picking him, Jalik?
No.
You ain't picking Ugas?
Earl, bro.
No.
Earl going.
So you agree with B? What? How did he have it? What do you think it's gonna be like? 8-4, 7-5?
I got
8-4-7-5.
8-4-7-5. I'm the opposite.
It's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight.
I mean, Corey predicted knockout. It ain't even ice season before Errol in a minute, bro.
That's the fuck I do. It's gonna be a knockout.
He's acting like he's trying to be Howard Stern right now. He don't believe that.
Yo.
Now,
Oh,
Earl that don't get tired. Like when Brooke was in there, he can get him out of there late. If he go to the body, but if he don't go to the body, he ain't gonna stop him.
He ain't been doing that lately, though, man. He ain't been doing that.
I agree with you.
All right, so real quick. Hey, Corey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm rooting for Errol in this fight, but I honestly feel like Ugas.
Aren't you a Texas native?
Let him finish, man. You interrupted
No,
him 3
Cali.
times. God damn it!
My bad. All right, go ahead.
You irritating as hell with that shit.
I ain't talked to Corey in a minute, man. It's good shit. Cali native, Texas resident. That's how it is. I live in Texas. I ain't from Texas,
okay.
If you okay with it, man, that's all right.
Yeah, man. So I'm favoring. I mean, I'm rooting for Spence in this fight, but man, I don't know. Ugas. How many fight win streak? How many fight win streak for Ugas right now?
A lot, man. A lot.
Probably like 6.
Ugas don't know how to lose, man.
His resume. I ain't going front though.
He damn near undefeated at welterweight. He only lost to Porter, right?
Yeah.
He damn near undefeated at welterweight.
He lost to Iman. That was at 1.
And that was a disputed loss.
He should have got that win too, man. I thought he won that fight.
He was with Top Beams when he first started. They dropped him after he lost to Garcia. I think it was Jimmy.
Hey, but Corey, look, this is why I really feel like Errol might pull it out, is because Errol is more focused than he ever been. He don't have a lot of the distractions going on like he used to. He got the farm, so he in a very therapeutic state of mind. He's focused, man. It's no distractions really for Errol Spence. And this is how I feel about Errol. If Errol was able to dog a lot of these guys at welterweight and he wasn't even giving it his 100%, being that now he's in that focus, I think we might see the best Errol Spence that we've ever seen in this fight, you know? So we just got to see, man. I'm rooting for Errol in this fight, but I really honestly feel it can go either way, man. 50-50.
Wow, this is a 50-50 fight from UGC. Wow, man. I didn't think I was going to hear that, man. I thought I was going to hear 100%.
And based on what you were saying, it could be a draw. It could be a split draw kind of fight. You never know, man. But if he does get a knockdown, Corey, then that will be the difference maker. If he drops Ugas, then he can forget about it.
You guys that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, man. You guys has been, and I understand you guys has done way better lately. And I understand this is a what have you done for me lately sport. I understand all of that. But you guys got to understand, you guys has been dropped before. You guys has been hurt before. So I just feel like
every boxer's been hurt before. That's what it's not a video game, brother.
Spence ain't been
dropped.
Not
a video game. It's not
Spence
a video game.
Spence ain't been dropped, bro. Spence ain't been dropped yet.
Spence ain't been dropped, Bees. What's happening? What's happening?
It's a useless stat, bro.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now it's useless.
All right.
It's a useless. This whole thing about dudes never being dropped before.
Would you say
that doesn't mean you can't lose a fight because you've never been knocked out before. You've never been dropped before.
What you say, Jimmy?
So no, mate. I was just asking you guys. Yeah, I just want to ask you guys a question. If Spence actually does win dominantly against Ugas, would that change your view on an eventual Crawford fight?
I think it would. I don't.
I
think
would
a
still
lot
favor.
of people
I would still favor.
I might say
I
Crawford
still
by
favor
decision instead
Crawford,
of
bro.
knockout. It
I
depends.
still favor Crawford.
I got Crawford by
I
knockout.
like Spence, man. I mean, it is what it is, bro.
Crawford do different shit in there, man. He do different shit in there.
I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I think that Spence is like he's like Beef said, Spence can't fight off the back foot. I don't think that that's true. I think he fought a lot off the back foot in the Kell Brook fight. Kell Brook was determined in that fight, and he had to pick his shots, but then he started walking him down when that didn't work. I feel like
he did it in the Danny fight too.
Huh?
He did it in the Danny fight too.
I don't think he
can't fight off the back.
I don't
foot.
think
that's
no. I said I don't.
specifically
I've
what he
never
said.
seen him fight off the back foot. I've seen him fight in the center of the ring. Trying
You
to
haven't
box.
seen the Brook fight?
Yeah, he wasn't.
You didn't see the Danny fight?
That was like the center of the ring.
He was in the center of the ring, bro.
Yeah.
You got to watch these fights, man. You can't.
He went on the back foot a little bit, Jalik, in the Danny fight.
Say that again.
I don't think he did. To be honest with you.
In the Danny Garcia fight, wasn't he on the back foot a little bit?
I don't really think so, man. I mean, he may want to reset.
Yeah,
I've seen him on the back foot.
When I say someone's fighting off the back foot, I'm saying they're setting traps. They're kind of sliding back, stepping off to the side, trying to walk dudes into counters and stuff. That ain't his game.
Well, yeah. Well,
I mean, everyone will back up at some point in the fight to reset. But when I say fight off the back foot, I'm talking about like Marquez, how he would step back. Even Floyd step back, set a trap for you, have you walk into something.
Yeah. Like
Spence
Tony Harrison did this past weekend.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison had a great
Tony Harrison's a
performance.
bad dude, man. Tony Harrison.
Shout out to Tony Harrison.
What do you think of Fondora, man?
Hey, I'm gonna be real. Hey,
Which
hey,
I
Corey.
picked Tony Harrison over Charlo first, Beef, since you want to talk about somebody's fucking picks.
I didn't pick him in the first fight.
Yeah.
But I thought he won the first fight. Everyone gave.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you though. Erickson Lubin, man, he fought a stupid fight, man. That was the wrong fight. That guy, he was not tying Sebastian Fondora up. He was just like banging with him. I mean, that was one of the worst performances from Lubin I ever seen, dog.
You know what's crazy though? That dude Fondora, he don't give you like fucking any room to breathe. And if you grab him, he's always always able to wiggle that one arm free, and he starts smacking you with the free arm.
But he only be throwing uppercut. It's just like he just throw the shorter shots. He not really throwing like jabs and straights.
Yeah, but you know why he does that though, man? Because he's so tall, right? And when he gets inside on you, usually when a guy's inside on you, right? You can see his shoulders. You can see when a guy's dipping. You can see when a guy's opening up his shoulders, and the opponent can kind of figure out what he's going to throw. This guy's so tall. You're looking at his fucking belly button and shit when you're inside with him. And these punches are coming from up underneath, and he's only throwing them like 6 inches because his hand only has to travel 6 inches because he's so goddamn tall to hit Tony Harrison, right? So these are like blind punches, man. I mean, the dude is a problem, in my opinion.
To hit Lubin, you mean to hit Lubin. You said to hit Tony Harrison.
To hit Lubin, yeah.
He's going to have to work on his defense because even though he won, he was hurt. And like Black said, homeboy game.
He got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt.
Homeboy game plan was garbage.
Yeah, he did get hurt.
You see how cut up he was? A lot of times we look at boxers and be like, yeah, they got an 8-pack, they in shape. That don't necessarily mean you're in shape.
That sometimes that work against you. That work against you if you're too lean, man. These beach bodies don't always translate into performance.
Yeah, all the muscles. You notice he got tired so fast.
Experto.
Move around at all. But I give him fun credit, but I can see him. He gonna get mean. He gonna get knocked. He gonna get a knockout loss like Paul Williams.
You think so?
I don't see him fucking with like Castano, Jamel. I don't see him messing with them guys.
I don't know, man. I think the dude's good, man. Yeah, Here's the thing. He did get hurt. He did get hurt.
Knocked out. He
did get hurt, but if you go back and watch,
get ice, Corey.
Yeah,
he's gonna get ice, UGC. Wow,
he did get hurt,
bro.
He did get hurt, right? But if you watch,
you hear this?
All right, hold on, let me talk, man. He did get hurt, but if you go back and watch the punches and stuff, he does partially block a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? He did get caught really good with one of them shots. The shot when he went down and took the knee, but as the fight was going on, like he was starting to partially block him. He was kind of rolling him, and they were kind of hitting him in the top of the head and shit. Because he's so goddamn tall, dude's gonna have to reach up to hit him. It's gonna be hard to get clean shots on him. You know what I mean? I mean,
man, he was able to hit him clean though, but he
he
just
did hit him
wasn't using
clean.
his
Yeah,
footwork.
man.
In-
Come
He
on.
in
wasn't able, he
spots.
wasn't
Like,
using his
yo.
footwork like he needed
He
to
hit him
use
clean
it.
in spots, but
Come
but
on,
as the
man.
fight wore on,
He
I
wasn't
mean,
listening to Cunningham either,
His
man. I was
stamina,
like,
his
come on.
Come on, man.
endurance and chin is better than power. So if you can take somebody's punches and you can out endure
Yeah.
him, look at
he's
look
only
at Tyson
24
Fury
too, man. He's
Wilder.
gonna
Hey,
get better,
Jimmy,
bro.
what you think about the Fedor Lubin fight, Jimmy?
To be honest, I thought it was a good fight. Like it was a bit of a slugfest. With Fundora, I mean, I don't know how he makes weight. That guy he's all over the place, man.
He said he can make
Yeah,
147, but he ain't gonna do it. I think he probably
Hell nah, bro.
on
What the
boxing.
fuck?
147.
He said it on Sunday. He said he can make it if he wanted to. I think he
Can you
naturally.
imagine him fighting Spence or
Fedor
somebody?
can make
Keith?
147.
Yeah, go on the boxing voice on Sunday.
What
He said
the
it.
fuck,
He
bro?
said he don't. He weighed in at
God.
152. He said if he wanted to, he could do it. I think he don't walk around that heavy. That's one of his advantages as well too. Everybody having these fat cams. Plus, he was real active. But we got to remember when he fought Sergio Garcia, that was kind of controversial, and that was just only one fight ago. So he has.
That's a good
All
win.
I
though,
know
beating-
is when he get knocked out, it's gonna look bad. He
I
gonna
like
look
Lubin.
real
Oh,
bad when he
man.
get knocked
A lot of
Fedora,
people,
man.
a lot of people are saying that he's that saying what you're saying, but I don't know, man. I think he's going to get better, bro. I think he's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got better. He is, bro.
I like Lubin, but I just feel like I don't know what it is. He just can't get over the hump. Whenever he has to really step up to
Yeah.
the top level, he just can't get over the
I
line.
mean,
That's another thing too. I want to tell you guys, man. You know, Lubin. You know, he did good in spots. You know, he was doing good in that fight. And I just think, it was the barrage in the output of Fedor, which I can't take that from him. And he had the know-how to when he got hurt, he took a knee. A lot of fighters wouldn't do that in that instance.
You got to give him credit for that win, man.
A lot of fighters wouldn't do that in that instance. You know, and it's like one of those things when he took that knee, he was severely hurt. I feel like he was badly hurt. That fight could have got stopped. Lubin, we could have been talking today about Lubin winning his fight. That's how bad that he was getting hurt, you know.
Hey, that
and
kind of remind me of
could have kept going instead of, you know, but as soon as Fedor took a knee, he had to stop. He had to stop hitting him. And it was immediately he started recovering. And not only that, the round ended, I think, not too long after that. So that helped him out again.
Yes,
so I just feel like it was a domino effect that just everything went wrong for Lubin in that fight. He got hurt in his face. You know, they say he tore his shoulder labrum or something. His rotator something he tore his shoulder.
Separated his shoulder.
Separated his shoulder. You need your shoulder when you're fighting a guy that's
shoulder,
fucking 6'5". You need your shoulder.
I couldn't tell though. Lubin was still, you know, I couldn't tell he had an injured shoulder.
I ain't gonna lie, he got hard. Who do y'all think wins between Tim Tszyu and Fedor?
I'll take Fedor.
I got
Fedor, bro.
I'm not sure about that.
Fedor.
Kind of close.
I got Tim Tszyu.
You think Tszyu gonna do better than Lubin?
Tim Tszyu got
Tim Tszyu got some power, man.
About him, and he got
stamina. His motherfucking ass down.
That's a great
motherfucking ass down.
That's a great fucking
make
fight.
that fight happen then. Shit, I want to see it.
A lot of people say that Fedor, but because both of them got dropped. Homeboy was really hurt, but yeah, that's a.
But I feel like when Tszyu got dropped, he wasn't hurt as like Fedor was hurt. Fedor was hurt where he had to tell himself to take a knee. This fight ready to get stopped. Take a knee now.
Right.
And also,
emergency.
What did Virgil Hunter say? What did Virgil Hunter say when Andre Wood got dropped? Yeah, Robinson got dropped. Leonard got dropped. Hearns got dropped. You got dropped, but you got up. Get him.
Right.
I love that.
So whatchamacallit, also Lubin didn't push Fedor backwards. If you push Fedor backwards on a back foot, Tim Tszyu can do that.
That's
yeah.
I mean, that's,
come on, Jalik. That's easier said than done, man.
Okay, Jalik.
All right.
Tszyu just gonna magically push Fedor back.
Yeah,
that dude's a problem. Fedor is a problem for anybody.
Hey, Tszyu is smaller than Erickson Lubin, right?
He might be shorter, but he's physically stronger and he's younger. He hasn't taken much wear and tear.
I don't know about that.
I think he's like, I think he's 5'10".
More stronger than Lubin?
Yeah, I think he's physically stronger because of his endurance.
I think he's a little bigger than Luban. I think he's a little bigger than Luban.
If you got more endurance, you're stronger because you're gonna endure longer. I think Tim Tszyu will push Fundora backwards.
But what if Tszyu stops him in the third round? It doesn't get past 5.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of what ifs we talking about here, brother.
Huh?
That'd be a good.
There's a lot of what ifs and what could be.
You need to tighten up. You gotta what if with you guys winning. Tighten up with that pick.
A lot of what ifs, man.
What if with you guys?
What about your what if with Spence? Everybody got a what if here, man.
So Beebs,
you just got too many of them.
So Beebs, since you talking all that shit, you might need to go in the bank account, dog. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Are you going into yours?
Yeah.
Are you going into
Get
yours?
into
You might need to go in your bank.
Are you going into yours?
I don't believe you.
Are you going into yours?
Might have to.
Are you going into
might
yours?
Have to.
Are you going into yours?
We might have to put a friendly wager down or pot bet.
Really? You're gonna give me my 4-to-1 like my casino,
come
like
on,
my casino
Beebs,
is?
Beebs, come on, man.
You're gonna give me my 4-to-1 like my casino?
Up, right? You said it was a 50-50 fight.
Who? Tim Tszyu and
No, you guys versus Spence. Beebs know who I'm talking
about. Are you putting money on that? Beeb, you put money on that?
Yeah, I want to see how. I want to see how confident he is.
Why am I gonna bet him? Why am I? Okay, so give me 3-to-1. You're gonna win. Don't matter, right? So just give me 3-to-1.
I would. You putting money on Ugas? Wow, you must really trust in Ugas, Beeb. Wow.
Why wouldn't you put Ugas? He's a plus 275.
Hey, Beeb, you're OG. You know the business of boxing. What's PBC's biggest fight? Crawford versus Errol, right? So how they gonna let their money man lose like that? Just like they were trying to set up Porter versus Errol back then, and they gave it to.
They let Pacquiao lose, right?
This is different, bro.
No, it's not.
Bringing the dollars.
No, it's not.
It's no to win, bro. Except on cut.
Here's the thing, man. Like everybody talks too much about like this envelope that gets passed around to judges and shit, man. I mean, I don't think that there's like fuckery going on with the judges. I think sometimes the judges get influenced and stuff like that. But these aren't Texas judges, man.
Hey y'all, we gotta wrap it up. I gotta head to work. I gotta keep the fucking lights on over here. All right, I gotta keep them on. YouTube ain't keeping them on for me. I gotta keep them on. So we're gonna do final closing thoughts. I need your final. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to tell the fans? I need your final small little breakdown. Who you think's gonna win? So everybody can, so we can possibly have a show on Sunday or next week sometime, and everybody can eat their crow, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're picking you guys. Jimmy, I'm gonna let you go first, buddy. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me on, though. It's been a good show, We chopped it up real well. To be honest, for me, I guess I'd have to sit on the fence. For me, it's like 50-50. There's just so many intangibles that it's really difficult to really, paint my colors to the mask. I think 50-50. And if I had to go in that direction, I'll go for Ugas.
Wow. So you're going for you guys, Jimmy?
Yeah, mate. I've just got a gut feeling he's gonna pull it off.
Wow. Okay, Jimmy, I'm gonna need to see you again on Sunday or Monday. One of those. Okay, we need you to come back and eat this motherfucker.
Stop threatening people, man.
Jaleel,
make a boxing pick, man. So he's making a boxing pick, man. Stop threatening.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back.
You're gonna be back, all right, man.
What are you gonna do, man? So if he's wrong, what are you gonna do to him? What are you gonna do to him? Are you gonna shame him if he's wrong? You're gonna shame him if he's wrong?
I'm gonna give you all the props in the world if you guys wins. I know Beebs ain't gonna let me live it down. I know he gonna. Because
look how you acting on this one. Look how you acting. Eric is picking Spence. I'm picking Ugas. We ain't getting all emotional about it. Look at you. You acting like your life depended on it. It's like Spence has to win here. It's a fight, bro.
All the chips on this fight, baby. I'm throwing all the chips on this fight, baby.
You ain't putting no money on it,
by
bro.
knockout. Jaleel, go ahead.
Show me your betting slip.
I got Errol Spence 8-4, 7-5, unanimous decision. If he doesn't get tired like he's got tired the last 4 fights, if he doesn't get tired and he picks up the steam like he did, he could score a late knockout, especially if he goes to the body. Homeboy will put up a good fight. And I do want to give Ugas credit because for the last 30 years, he's probably the most accomplished Cuban fighter, better than Laura, better than Gamboa, Rigondeaux. His resume is better than all of them. But I got Earl winning that fight. UD.
Wow, man. So you got, okay, wow, man. So, man, appreciate that, man. Beebs, Beebs, it's finally to you, man. Let the fans that might have just tuned in, they've never seen you before, let the fans know who you're who you're picking, man. You got your fist out, dude. You ready to fight now?
This is the fist of power, the solidarity. Stand strong, everybody. Ugas is
so
going
you
to
got
win.
so Beebs, let them
Going
know.
with Ugas. Going with Ugas.
So Beebs is going with you guys. Let them know. Let them know, man.
Going with Ugas. Unanimous decision.
Unanimous?
Split decision.
Oh, split decision.
Split decision.
Because you know in the prediction league, you got unanimous decision, mid-decision, and split decision. So you got to pick which one.
What did I just say, Corey?
Split decision.
I said split decision.
All right,
why do I gotta keep repeating myself every time I say something?
Listen. All right, this is my final prediction.
Look at the sun shining on me right now. As soon as I said split decision, look what happened. The sun is shining on me, man.
I'm picking Errol Spence by 10th round knockout. Okay? I'm picking Errol Spence because I think he's gonna really get it done. And I think that fist that Beebs is putting out, he's gonna have to put that down, man. He's gonna have to go ahead and put that down. That fucking jab is not gonna be there like he think it is. That 1-2 is definitely not gonna be there like he think it is. And I think Spence is an all-around decorated fighter, way more accomplished than Ugas. Yes, Ugas has a very good Cuban story. He's a defector. He's a really good fighter. But the boat stops here. The boat stops here. Ugas is going to get stopped in the 10th round. I'm very confident on that. I might even put a wager on that, man. But as far as that goes, man, thank you guys so much for watching, man. I know you guys are going to rewatch this, man. Shout out to Beeb. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to UGC. Shout out to Little Penny and Trendsetter Boxing, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing, and you have definitely been hit with another banger!
Peace.